that's the thing. I'm really trying to lead by example. Even though I left the state for law school, my goal is still to come back and bring those resources back to build up other Latinos who are like me in similar positions that weren't aware of the resources or opportunities that we're finding now. And so we're trying to do the groundwork to make sure that they can push further and be bigger than myself or even the organization someday.
Hey Wildcats, welcome to the UAZ Podcast. My name is Rebecca Ursule, and today I have my colleagues with me here, Nicole, Camacho, and Katharina. Our mission here at UAZ Podcast is to inspire and empower students to face challenges with confidence, make bold and thoughtful decisions, and contribute positively to their communities and personal growth. In today's episode, we are super excited to sit down with Alex, who is coming back for the second time on the UAZ Podcast. We're excited to have him, and he is the founder for the Aspiring Latino Lawyers, an organization committed to building community among Latino undergraduates who share the goal of one day pursuing law and go to law school. Today, we will explore the story behind the organization, the challenges he has faced as the founder of this wonderful organization, the support he needs to keep growing, and how the University of Arizona can help amplify his work, and also how the community of Tucson can help him and support him in this wonderful journey. So stay tuned as we dive into leadership, mentorship, and the power of community right here at the UAZ Podcast. To introduce himself and tell us more about the Aspiring Latino Lawyers.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for having me again. This is the second time. And also, we were supposed to meet next week, but I'm going to be in California next week. So thank you for taking time to meet with me today. But yes, for those of you who are unfamiliar, my name is Alex Ray Sanchez. I'm the Executive Director of Aspiring Latino Lawyers. We are a community-founded nonprofit, really just trying to fill a gap, be a bridge for students, give access to leadership and law, empower students, and really build community with students.
So where do you get the mentors from?
The mentors, so far, we partnered with Dr. Kafka from the University of Arizona Law School. He created the BA in Law program, and he gave me a directory website to look off of. That's free, by the way, AZ State Directory or Bar Directory, correct me if I'm wrong. But it allowed me to start looking at attorneys who are aligned in different fields, either immigration or whatever it may be. And from there, these are U of A alum that are now attorneys. And we started reaching out to them saying, hey, we're Aspiring Latino Lawyers. We have a mentorship program. We have students that need help, that would love support. And then it's just kind of having a discussion from there and seeing ways we can collaborate with them.
How many chapters do you have so far?
So far, we have Arizona State University Aspiring Latino Lawyers, which I actually met with them yesterday. I'm very excited for them. We have the University of Arizona Aspiring Black Lawyers. We are talking to the University of Arizona Aspiring Latino Lawyers here on campus, which was the original club founded in 2022. And then we have Pueblo High School Aspiring Latino Lawyers launching on September 5th, this Friday. And then we have Grand Canyon University Aspiring Lawyers United launching in the spring.
What was the moment you knew that you wanted to go into your field?
Yeah, and it's actually on this flyer right here. My junior year, I was pursuing law school, and I knew that I really wanted to make some kind of change, big or small, but really to try to empower the Latino community. It was in my class, my junior year, that I found out that Latinos represent 20% of the U.S. population. We're the second largest demographic in the nation. Right. There's a total of 1.33 million lawyers in the United States, roughly. Latinos represent only 6% of that. So around 70,000 total in the U.S. Yeah, we're the second largest demographic. And so for me, I was like, wait, how is that okay?
Right.
Because that means that we're not in the rooms when laws are being decided, justice is being delivered.
Right.
And not only decided, but written.
Right.
And so the very systems themselves aren't representative or reflective of community. So I went looking around for a school club that was pre-law Latino. There wasn't one. And so from there, just started a school club. I saw a need for it to grow beyond the University of Arizona. And so here I am now, trying to spread this into a statewide, hopefully national movement. And that's the thing, through and through, Aspiring Latino Lawyers is welcoming to every single student who wants to join, anyone who wants to join and help out and participate. That's the beauty, is that through our events so far that we've had publicly, they've been very diverse in who has been attending, who's been showing up. And so, yes, I agree with what you're saying. And our goal, hopefully, is to eventually rebrand to Aspiring Lawyers United in about 5 years or less, depends on how well this goes, and represent every underrepresented student in the law.
What is the pre-law community like? Would you say you got a lot of support growing up?
I would say the pre-law community is very supportive overall. It just really depends on if you know the connections beforehand. It's hard to find those connections, but once you find them, they are very supportive and they want to help. That's the beauty of building our network so far. A lot of these attorneys are like, yes, please, we have internships, we have jobs, and now we're trying to connect students to those jobs and internships.
There's many first-generation students on campus that want to pursue law. How do you get those connections?
So far through our mentorship program, reaching out to the attorneys, different law firms, but asking also community leaders, different collaborations or community orgs that we can connect with to support the students and to ensure that they have the opportunity to not only pursue law, but maybe even leadership, a job even. So it's just really reaching out to different community orgs, different community leaders in general to try to make sure that they have the support they need and protections they need too. One of the things too is that if we ever go out into advocacy spaces, we do have to check in with the students. Okay, are you comfortable with this? And let them know what the repercussions could be of that, but ensuring that they are safe through and through as well.
Do you control all the events on all the chapters or just the U of A one?
So actually none of them. We do our own community nonprofit events that hopefully we can do like in the community eventually through community centers, but the clubs themselves, the chapters, I want them to be their own communities, self-sustaining, self-sufficient. We do recommend different programs that could work well. I mean, there are different workshops that worked when I was at the U of A as an aspiring Latino lawyer, but overall we want them to ensure that they're doing their own and we're just plugging resources to them.
So who's the guest speaker for this semester?
I'm not entirely sure with the University of Arizona Aspiring Latino Lawyers or University of Arizona Aspiring Black Lawyers. I know that they're still talking to their current guest speaker. But on September 10th, we have Supreme Court Justice Maria Cruz. She's the first Afro-Latina Supreme Court Justice in the state of Arizona. And that's going to be on Tempe campus. And we're very excited about that. And then September 5th, we have different guest speakers from Regina Romero to Rock Perez, who's on the city council, Eddie Barone, who's a community activist, and then also Adriana Grijalva, hopefully as well the ASU president and the ABL president going down there to speak to the students too.
So what's your mission for this organization?
The mission really is to fill this gap, the 20% of being reflective of 20% of the U.S. population, but only 6% of the total lawyer population. And so whatever that gap is, whether it's getting it from 6 to 10%, 10 to 12, whatever that is, but hopefully the end game is that we have some kind of policy wins as well and reforming the systems that are unjust and not truly reflective of society today.
So how do you want the community to support you, to support this great initiative?
To all community leaders and organizations, do know that we are going to be here to be the bridge, the organizers on the ground to make sure that these students have self-sustaining communities and that we do have students who are dying for opportunities. And also just resume things, opportunities in general. So please, if you can help us support those students and help them achieve their dreams, reach out to us, www.aspiringlawyers.org.
And also, do you guys hope to have like conferences in the community or go for other outreach opportunities?
We do plan, so one of the things that we're working on currently, there is a UA law camp every summer. We actually just partnered with the University of Arizona Law School with Dr. Kafka. He's going to invite us to be part of a panel series to the freshmen talking about aspiring Latino lawyers and the different opportunities we could offer. But in general, in the future, I would love to have legal services in the community with the different partnerships we're forming, maybe monthly. That could start hopefully in the spring, but overall, yes, we want to be in the community as much as possible.
That's super great. So what's your vision behind this? How many lawyers do you hope to see in 2030? Maybe from 2030 and above?
I really don't know where this ends, truthfully, but I do see a need right now. And overall, I think it's a positive organization to have in the community, especially right now. That's the thing, is that it's been building community for those who have already been working on it. And so ASU Aspiring Latino Lawyers, the president there, she was like, this has made me a lot of friends already, a lot of like-minded friends who are going for the same goal. That's exactly the impact it had on me when I was at the University of Arizona. And now I'm seeing it happen at Pueblo High School. And so I don't know where the end goal is. I really don't. We do have aspirations to go to California. I'm aiming for Berkeley, hopefully soon. We're going to go talk to the student government about establishing there. The goal here is to create a national network from the high school level, community college, and university level.
And how do you hope the University of Arizona to support this initiative? Because this club started initially here.
Yeah.
So how do you hope the presidents of this institution to support you?
I do hope that they're fully supportive of the students, of the clubs here on campus, allowing them to have a space here on campus as well. For all the professors, please help out in regards to job opportunities, internship opportunities, whether it may be conferences even. The university could fund conferences potentially. And so different partners within the University of Arizona, hopefully we can identify them, collaborate with them, and get the students here on this campus the support they need.
Was there something else that really wanted you to start such a big organization? Were there issues in the law department or overall how, the lawyers work and cooperate and coordinate?
For me was seeing that there was no pre-law Latino club on campus and hearing that a lot of Latinos felt alone on campus. So it started from there, and then moving forward, seeing that there was no pre-law Latino club on ASU or NAU or even really in California or whatever it may be, the different universities I started looking around. And then once I started getting into the community, talking to the high schools, a lot of the high schools told us we had these programs. We did, but they got stripped through state funding. And so that in itself, I see it more as a grassroots initiative to plug programs back that were once there, ensuring that they're there no matter what the state funding is. And so that's where my passion is now.
I think this is a great organization since most Latinos are first generation, and it's very hard to get connections when everyone around you doesn't look like you or speak like you. So I think this is such a great club and organization that you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys also for giving us an opportunity to talk about Aspiring Latino Lawyers. I really do appreciate what you guys do, empowering students and giving them a spotlight and talking to students through even this alone and letting people know about Aspiring Latino Lawyers as a resource. Through and through, this is supposed to be a community resource. So always, if you ever hear anyone talk about, hey, I'm interested in law, plug them over to us, talk about Aspiring Latino Lawyers.
Yeah.
We also want to ensure that every student who comes into our organization is empowered and they can fulfill their dreams and whatever it may be, their career-wise. Yeah.
This is super great and aspiring as well, though the name says Aspiring Latino Lawyers. Because you graduated and you still came back and you're finding this chapter, still working with students. This is a rare thing. I don't see that this happening to most students, because once they graduate, they either go somewhere else, work outside the states, or work internationally as well. But you came back to Tucson specifically and you're funding this. This is super great. And so I feel like the school should really support you in so many ways.
Right?
And,
Right.
And since we only have maybe 20% of the USA population, I hope that this organization can grow and become something big all over the United States and support other students. Yeah.
I really hope so too, and that's the thing. I'm really trying to lead by example. Even though I left the state for law school, my goal is still to come back and bring those resources back to build up other Latinos who are like me in similar positions that weren't aware of the resources and opportunities that we're finding now. And so we're trying to do the groundwork to make sure that they can push further and be bigger than myself or even the organization someday.
And since you're going to the law school and become a lawyer, hopefully, in some few years to come, do you hope to work in Tucson or work somewhere else?
My long-term goal is to come back to Arizona. My family's historically been from Arizona, and so yes, I want to come back, but I really do want to establish, if we get settled out there in San Francisco in the Bay Area, which I'm planning on doing, that could give us national funding. And so, but the goal here is to bridge this back to Arizona.
And what challenges are you facing currently with establishing this organization?
It's been, it's a passion project, but I do need help. I need all hands on deck. Whether it being social media, whether it's being outreaching to the different community orgs, just in general, any volunteering that we can have right now, we do need at the moment.
And did you spend a lot of money registering this organization?
Roughly, and also to incorporate the organization into the state of Arizona is about, if I remember correctly, $30 to $50, and then to get it filed with the IRS is about $700 to $900, and so almost around $1,000 in total. And then starting a bank account. So it has been, and then investing in a website. I did pay for the merchandise out of pocket as well initially. But it's an investment, hopefully, so that we can, because that's the thing too, people need to see that this is real. I've been talking about it for so long, but it needs to be real so people understand. So I think in the long run we'll be fine.
Is there a dream college you want this chapter to be in?
No, I think for me, I want to try to get any school that has a large Latino population initially, but really just any schools that we can get into and start talking to the community there. I want to empower all students, and so that's what I'm saying. I don't really know where the end goal is here. It's really just to connect a national network of over time.
So do you currently have board members for this organization?
Do I have board members?
Like board
Yes.
of directors?
We have a full advisory board, and some of these advisory board members are from Michigan. They graduated from the University of Michigan. Actually, they started a similar group called LULA, which is Latinx undergraduate. I apologize. I did forget the LA part of it.
It's okay.
But they, the goal hopefully is to identify them, show them what we're doing here in Arizona, and showing them they can do the same thing in Michigan. There's a huge Latino population there in Michigan. Another one is from the University of Nevada. She's a current law student. Again, we're trying to show her that you could do this in Nevada. Another one of our board members is Indita, who works here at the University of Arizona for the Multicultural Center, I believe is what it's called now. And so we have various different board members, ranging from attorneys to community leaders to law students right now. Yeah.
So thank you so much, Alex, for being with us here today. This is really super inspiring, and you're doing what is called Aspiring Latino Lawyers organization.
Thank you.
That is so great. I'm really glad with what you're doing. I'm not going to become a lawyer, but one thing that I love is advocacy. I'm doing international affairs, and so I hope to work in many humanitarian organizations. And seeing you that you're really super passionate about lawyers, about empowering them is so important, because we really need great advocates in the world with what is going on right now, the current situations, and just everything about how the world is changing so fast. We need great people who are like grounded, and this is one way of helping them out. That's what we do here, the UAZ Podcast, where we are also empowering students, so that at least 20 years from now, we have students who are really empowered in so many angles, not just academically specifically, but just also like in the community and doing other services. Thank you for coming and speaking with us. We hope to collaborate with you in other projects, and also we are calling in other clubs and other organizations to also come in and help you out, so that you can help empower more students.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.